Hi guys, welcome to Windsome Cottage Garden. My name is Hannah and I'm so glad that you decided to join me today. We're in the city garden for part 3 of prepping this garden to move. If you missed the first video, I will link it here where I kind of talk about some of the changes that are coming. But for a brief synopsis, I am thinking I'm going to be moving out of this house in the next 6 to 9 months. I'm getting ready and doing some big projects, so if I found a house that I liked, I could move quickly. But for right now, I am in the process of taking things out that I know I want to take to my new garden or move up to the cottage garden. If you're new to my channel, we document 2 gardens: the city garden, which is where we are right now, which is my home garden, as well as our family's cottage garden where my parents now live. So we have a lot of different places. So all the plants that I'm taking out of this yard for now are going to be going up to the cottage and being put in a holding area where they may winter over, since I'm not sure when things are going to be happening. So in today's video, we are actually going to be removing plants around the deck. We've actually already cleared everything off, but this deck needs to be redecked. When this was built, it wasn't quite given enough gap, so water doesn't drain well, and it has a number of soft spots. So we are going to be redecking it, and someone is coming this week to do that. I am going to start by pulling out the things that I know I want to keep around the base of this. There's still going to be some plants that I want to divide, but like I said in the video where I talked about moving, my understanding is if you're removing plants, it's best to do it before you list a house. You can always specify or mark plants you'll take with you if you can't do it out, but I'm taking out quite a large number that honestly I don't think you're going to notice the holes they leave behind because I'm moving some things around, and my garden's really full. It's actually good that I'm creating some space because it hopefully won't be as intimidating. And I'm thinning it out because I've got it really packed quite full, and that's not everyone's style. So I'm creating some more space so it's a little less intimidating. I'm taking the plants I want, and then after it's listed and potentially even sold, I will be telling the sellers that I'll be dividing plants. So I just want to get everything that I'm going to take completely out before we list. So this video, I'm going to be taking out the plants, as I said, that I want to take around the deck so they won't be damaged in any way while the deck is being worked on. My understanding is that it should be okay. They're going to be able to work pretty well outside of it. And the stuff that'll be left behind are all herbaceous. So they'll, even if they do get a little bit damaged, they'll probably come back just as well next spring. And hopefully even have some time to recover still yet this year, so things look good. I'm also going to be dividing some stuff around the deck, but I'm going to wait to do that until after they have finished the deck, because I'm going to shift a few things to fill some holes, because I'm going to be taking some pretty big items. So all this being said, let's just dive in, because I don't have much time before it starts raining. Hi guys, editing Hannah here. I am actually, as you might guess, no longer in the city garden. We are here at the cottage. And somehow the video that I shot ending the video you're watching was corrupted. So I thought I would give you a brief update, and you'll have to check back to the next video to see the finished deck, because they did come during that video and do it. So I don't have any, footage of them actually doing it, but I do have a finished footage of the deck, and it just looks so good. I thought I'd give you a brief update on a couple other things that were also supposed to be captured in that video and no longer are, and show you what we're currently doing with all the things we took out of my yard in the city. Be able to tell right away that the squash trellis is here. All of the grow bags are in this area, which we'll go look at briefly in a moment. You can also see that my pepper plants sadly are no more, because even though I cut water off to these guys and we kind of trimmed the pepper plants back, when we tried to move them with all the soil in them, we had two big rain events right before we tried to move them, which made these guys so heavy that we had to actually take out a good chunk of the soil to be able to lift them off the driveway, which is a bummer because that means the pepper plants were gone, and I ended up having just to take the soil to like a green waste facility. That was really good soil that I will have to replace at some point in the future, but we had to get them off the driveway so the deck could be built. So here they are. Also over here is a lot of the plants that we took out of my yard. I don't think they're all in here, but a decent number are. You can see in that video, I think we removed that hydrangea, which I was a little worried about because hydrangeas can be a little bit picky, but he is doing really well. All of these things in general are doing fairly well, including like the roses and stuff. I think the thing that looks the most questionable at the moment is actually this flax we took out in a video a couple back that has defoliated, but the leaves are still pretty green and it's got some new stuff, so I wouldn't write that off. Actually, I'm going to get in here in just a minute because I got strawberries I need to pick. But I'm really happy with how everything looks. I really wish I could show you the new deck too because it's looking so good. But because of my current schedule and things, I don't think I'm going to be able to capture a video of the deck and insert it into this video before it's posting. So you'll have to check back. We're going to have at least one more removing video where I'm taking plants out, and then we're going to start the Great Divide. We're going to be dividing a lot of plants that we want to move to this garden here at the cottage, as well as save for whatever my future new house will look like. I really appreciate you joining me in this video. If you liked it, please consider hitting that thumbs up button and subscribing so you can follow along with all of our garden's journeys. Thank you again for joining me, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye.